Hey guys, so it's Bree. I'm back with another video, and today I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk with you guys. I feel like we haven't done a video of me just like sitting down and talking about like updating you guys on life. That's kind of what I wanted to do. A lot's been going on. I've been keeping you updated with like event kind of videos and like specific topics, but not just like a quick update like on my transition from like being a college nursing student to now being a adult and like really out here adulting, having like a real job, having, you know, being a nurse, not just being a nursing student anymore. And it's been a transition. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and update you guys. And if you're interested, stay tuned. I also wanted to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. We finally got there, and it's so crazy to me that you guys support me in such a huge way, because it means a lot that you guys value my advice and really take what I'm saying to heart and like really hear me out on things. And that's just like crazy. So I'm glad to be able to have this platform where I can give you guys advice, inspiration, just encouragement, and you know, just kind of show you guys my life and just kind of experience life with you guys. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much. I feel super blessed. And as I've said in a past video, I will be doing a giveaway. I don't know when yet. It's gonna be for my 1,000 subscribers mark, and it should be soon. I'm gonna say probably next week when I do my video. It's gonna be one of the next 2 videos, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, because you'll want to be subscribed for the giveaway, as well as comment down below what you would like to see in a giveaway, and I would love to make that happen for you guys. So we're gonna hop right into the video. Okay, so in this video, I'm basically just gonna talk to you guys about different areas of my life and how that's been going for me. I would personally recommend, as far as jobs, to be able to get the job that you want during nursing school, particularly the end of nursing school, like your last 2 semesters, maybe last year. You should be going to shadow somebody at the hospital where you want to work. Just build connections, build networking, because I feel like that's really huge in the nursing community and in nursing in general, is connections, networking. I feel like that's just our society now, but especially nursing as well. You wouldn't think so, but having a good connection could have more weight than like your actual resume or like your actual interview, I think, personally. So build those connections. If you have like externships that you can apply for externships at the hospital where you want to work. That'll help you get into the job easier. Even, you know, be a tech, which is basically what externs do, or they're techs. So be an extern, be a tech at the hospital, or at least, you know, in the area where you want to go to work at. So that would be my suggestion there. But I didn't have that luxury. I didn't think about that ahead of time. So that's why I'm giving you guys this advice. I kind of stayed in the area where my college was, trying to get jobs and such. But now, like I said, I am in a new city. It's a whole new environment. I'm away from my friends and family. I moved out here not knowing anybody, and it's been difficult. All of my friends, or at least most of my friends from college, my close friends, are still in my college town, and they all still hang out together. They have lots of events. They, you know, have a really great time now that everyone's like an adult and like working and, you know, has their own income, which they can do whatever they want with. So it's been very interesting just trying to figure out like my feelings on that, because I just feel really left out sometimes and really alone at other times. But I have realized just that, this is the place that God has me for right now. This is just a season where He has called me to be in a little more secluded, isolated spot. And it also helps me to work on my relationships more because I'm not in close proximity with my friends. So I have to be more intentional about those relationships. So it's helping me to grow my intentionality and like my actual like discipline when it comes to building my friendships with them and growing my friendships with them. But yeah, it's been hard. I don't know anybody out here, like I said. So I've been just kind of making friends with my coworkers. A lot of the new nurses that are down here are from this area, but I've been able to make friends with them just because we're going through the same things, trying to become a new nurse. So we have something kind of connecting us. There's a group of about 6 of us that every time we have education, which is like the residency part of things, we have class every Wednesday for about 4 hours. So it's from 8 to 12. And then after that, we usually just go out and like chill. So we go out and chill and go eat or, whatever we want to do for that time. I know we did yoga one time. We went out to eat one time. So it's been pretty fun hanging out with them, which I've really enjoyed. I've also just been meeting people like whenever I go out to like the grocery store and, just being friendly, being willing to talk to people. Even like on the job, like a lot of the techs I'm close friends with now. So I have some of their numbers. So whenever we're off, we can hang out. I'm just trying to really make sure that I'm building some relationships, some friendships out here and not just, relying on my ones that I had from before because I am in a new season and I don't think it's a bad thing to add new friends to your, to your list. So especially ones that are in proximity to you that can be there for you when you need them, immediately. So I think that's really good. I'm just kind of, there are still some hard days, but I'm getting out of that kind of mindset of being alone and being separated and feeling left out. Because I'm super blessed right now. My apartment is super nice. I'm blessed with the job that I prayed for so long, and that is just a blessing in itself. Like, to know that I prayed for that, and I'm just really blessed right now to be 23 and to be in my career. Is pretty amazing, pretty powerful. So yeah, and then speaking of my career, that's the next thing I wanted to talk about is just nursing in general. I'm going to start with the kind of rough things and then hopefully it'll end up on a good note. But it's been rough. The first couple days on the floor, I was basically just feeling like a nursing student again, just kind of watching, and I didn't have access to the charting system or really to anything, so I didn't feel like a nurse other than my badge. And I was just following around my preceptor. But after the first couple days, after I got access to everything and I started taking my patients, something that I noticed just from watching the other nurses and then also in my own practice with my 1 patient to 2 patients, I am on a med-surg floor, by the way. I'm on a medical floor. And, there's medical floors, there's surgical floors, and then some floors, they're med-surg. So I am a med-surg nurse. And on these floors, there's not a whole lot of time to do much because you're constantly getting new orders, constantly, helping out the techs, doing blood sugars, doing baths. You're constantly passing meds. You're constantly charting. It's just a lot. Like, it's a constant cycle of things that you have to do at work. And there's not much time to do the things that I really wanted to do. Like, when I came in to nursing, I'm thinking that I'm going to be, advocating for my patients and, really getting to connect with them and talk to them about their plan of care and teach them. And it honestly, watching the nurses most of the time that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't add up to where you're able to do that. And it's very interesting. I think that, like I said, I think it's just time management, and especially when you're a new nurse trying to get onto the floor and learn all the skills and the time management of just the basic things. Try not to put pressure on yourself to do all those other things. I had a breakdown a couple of times, and talked to my friends that I graduated with, and all of us that are in med surg are kind of feeling the same way. Like, is this it? Like, do nurses really just pass meds and then go home? And so that was a tough thing for me to like really wrap my mind around and like kind of figure out for myself. But recently I had a really good day. The last time I worked, I had a really good day where I took 2 patients, and I was able to take the extra effort and the extra time to look up their plan of care and really teach them. Like, one had a new medication that he was starting, and I was able to teach him about the medication and about the therapy itself and how long the therapy would last, based on the policies and procedures of the hospital. And really just, I felt so empowered that I knew how to teach him, and also like where to find the resource if I didn't know the answer to a question in order to answer his question. And then I had my other patient who, she was just really down, and she was just really, you could tell she was just really scared about her diagnosis. And, I was just able to, once again, talk to her about her plan of care, how she was progressing, encourage her that she is progressing, and that we are doing everything we can to help her progress fast so that she can get back to what's important to her. And she just told me, she encouraged me a lot too. And, I got to make her laugh because I still don't quite know what I'm doing, but, figuring it out. And she helped me a little bit too, because she works in the medical field as well. So she helped me out a little bit. And at the end of the day, she encouraged me, I encouraged her, and, just told her that everything was going to be okay, that God was looking out for her. She's such a strong lady. Just looking at her history and hearing what her family had to say about her and all that she's been through, she's so strong. And I was able to pray for her. And yeah, I just know the Lord is going to, heal her. And I'm just super grateful to have met both of them. They were really awesome patients, and really helped me to like just feel renewed and refreshed in that I can do other things than just pass meds. And that nursing is important, because I was starting to get to a place where I was like, is this really what I went to school for? Like, I really suffered all those years to just do this. And I was really thinking that I probably should have done something else. But now it's like coming to life for me, like how I can do more than just the status quo. And that's what I want to encourage you guys. If you are a new grad, or a new nurse, or you're in a new position, be patient with yourself and don't put too much pressure on yourself. But at the same time, expand your boundaries. Don't just be ordinary. Don't take your preceptor's word for everything. Figure some things out yourself. Figure out what's best for you, and figure out how you personally want to practice and what you want your name and your practice to be about. And for me, I want mine to be about love and healing, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want it to be holistic, truly, and I am so blessed to be a part of a faith-based organization where they encourage us to pray for our patients and encourage us to have those spiritual, emotional, mental conversations with our patients. So I felt very comfortable doing that with my patients. And I feel like as I get more independent in my practice, I will be able to still incorporate those things into my practice. And I really just hope that, you know, it sets me apart to where I'm not just a nurse, and no one is just a nurse, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're just a nurse. And that's what I felt like when, you know, those first couple of days. I was just like, man, I'm just passing meds. Is that really what nursing is? Like, just this? And a lot of my friends were like, is this it? Like, really? And, you know, I feel like we just have to kind of figure out our own practice and our own way of doing things. And on top of the basic things that we have to do, we can do so much for our patients. And we just have to believe that, you know, that we can, and really just make the extra effort, take the extra time, and do it. So I'm super excited that I had a really good day finally. And I'm excited to see how the rest of the days are gonna go. Yeah, I'm just excited to inspire more in myself and in others. So yeah, and then the last thing is my spiritual life. I haven't had a chance to go to church down here because, like I said, I've been working most weekends, which is hard because you're working the weekend, everyone else works during the week, so you have lots of days off during the week, and then the weekend comes around and all you want to do is go to church and chill, and you have to go to work. So it's kind of backwards, kind of like a night shift type of situation, you know, like when everyone else is up, you're working. Or no, when everyone else is up, you're asleep, and when everyone else is asleep, you're working. So yeah, it's been feeling lonely. It's been feeling like this is not really my purpose, but I've gotten it back around to seeing it God's way. And that's what I'm trying to really just figure out within myself is, you know, figure out my new goals and figure out the how, like how I'm gonna get to those goals. Because it might be different than the way I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I haven't been able to go to church like I said out here because I've been working every Sunday, but I will have some Sundays off coming up, so I will be visiting churches. I just really hope that I find a community out here because I need to be fed on Sundays, and it's been really hard to just be working on Sundays and not actually be in church and hear a lesson and a sermon and be in worship. I've been doing a good job, I think, you know, with all my extra time, making a lot of that time Bible study and, you know, personal worship. But I feel like having a community, like, there's nothing like that. And you guys just continue to pray for me as I go through this transition to be an adult. From a college student to an adult, it's a huge transition, and especially when you move and you're in a new environment and you have a new career. Okay guys, so I realized that this video is getting really long, but I just wanted to throw in that last part about my finances. I'm trying to make sure that I'm saving money, and then I'm learning how to invest, and you know, just really having multiple sources of income and doing all the things that will help me become financially free at an earlier age than most people. So I'm trying to do that as well. So y'all just keep praying for me as I figure out how to do all these things that I am working towards. And I'll just be trying to be patient with myself. You guys be patient with yourselves as well. And, you know, we're all going to figure it out in the right time. God's going to help us along, and it's going to be a great journey. Oftentimes the journey is better than the destination. So I just pray that all of us will have a great journey getting to where we want to be. So with that said, I hope you got some insights, some advice from this video, and like it if you liked it down below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.